Hi everybody, this is Ellen with EllenVargoDesigns.com. Today I'm going to be making this box which will hold 6 votive candles. And if you visited my blog yesterday, you will have seen that I made this card for a friend using the Orange Blossom stamp set and the Painted with Love designer series paper. And today we're going to make a box to match. So this would make perfect present for a friend at any time. The box is similar to the one we made last week, it's just a little bit bigger. It also has a kind of a wrapped cigar band style closure, which slides off. And then we open it up and it will hold 6 votive candles. So, lovely gift. So, slide this back on. And today I thought we would use a different designer series paper just for variety. So we're going to be using some paper from the Naturally Eclectic collection, and it is cut down to 11 inches by 11.5 inches. And we're going to, with our scoring tool, with 11.5 side across the top, we're going to score at 1.5, 3 5/8, 7 7/8, and 10 inches. And then we're going to turn it to the 11-inch side and score at 2 1/8, 5 inches, 7 1/8, and 10 inches. So we get the scoring tool out of the way. And then we will fold and burnish all of our score lines. This is also a really pretty watercolory side to this paper. And then do the other side. Got a sequin stuck on my desk. Okay. So, if we bring back our original box, sort of open it up, just to get an idea of where we'll be cutting, you can see, let's see, this will be the bottom, that'll fold up, and the sides will fold up. So, these top 2 sections in the middle are going to be the lid of the box. So we're going to get rid of the top 4 sections in each corner, and that will form our lid and the place that we will tuck it closed. Same on the other side. And then to make the box a little bit easier to close, we will round the corners on the part that tucks in. I use the back side of the envelope punch board for that. It has a nice corner rounder. So to make that nice. Now I've got some more cutting to do. Let me think here. That's going to fold up. I made this box a while ago, so I'm just reminding myself all the places we need to cut. So we're going to cut here. And that's, nope, that's not right. Let's cut these two sections. We're going to cut that off. I hope this is right. We'll cut this section off. We'll do the same on the other side. So we're cutting down two sections of score lines. And we're going to cut the first tab off. And one more. Sorry about that. Yes, that looks better. So we're actually going to cut a little bit more off of these because otherwise they're going to form, just going to be a little bit too bulky when we tuck them in. So just cut about half of each of these tabs off. All right, that'll be good. So now we have our box ready to form. So this is the shape we're looking at now. So if we turn it over, we're going to use fast fuse on all of those little tabs that we cut in half. Oops. And I'm again using fast fuse. I learned very early on that the key to fast fuse is to use a light hand. If you press too hard, it'll just get all gunked up. So we've got our adhesive on, and now we're going to take each of those tabs and tuck them in. We're just going to line up the cut line with the folded line to form the box. We'll do the same on all four. Tuck that one. And the last one. So now we've got our box with the flaps that fold in, and our little flap will tuck in. And to make that a little bit easier to open, we will just use a circle punch. Just use my 1-inch circle punch to cut a little thumb notch right in the middle. So that'll make it easier to open. So, yay! So this one stays closed nicer than the one I did last week. I think because we left the flaps on, it just makes it a little bit nicer. So now we need to work on the cigar band wrap. Tuck that in and set it aside. So for that, sorry, squeaky chair, we will use some Berry Burst cardstock and the remaining strip, 1-inch strip of the designer series paper that we used for the box. So just grab some snail. Actually, let's, just center that. There we go. And then we'll worry about neatening up this end after we've done our wrapping. So if you start on the back side, roughly in the middle, and then just gently fold at each corner. You don't want it to be too tight or you won't be able to slide it on and off. But just by gently folding, you'll be able to see where the score line should be. And then you can just gently press with your fingers, or if you want to, you could reinforce with your bone folder. I'm going to try it without reinforcing to see if that makes a difference in it being too tight or not. I've been having trouble with that. So let's see how we do. So this is the back. If we fold around, let's see about how much we have to cut off. Not too much. Sorry about that. So just trim off the excess. And then we will put some fast fuse on the end that will fold over, so that will hold nicely. Just line it up well. It's nice and straight. And there we go. A little cigar band. It's a little tight again. Gotta work on that. There we go. So, on top of that, we're gonna put a little sentiment. It says, "Just a small token of my big appreciation." And again, that's from the Orange Blossom stamp set. It's got a lot of great sentiments for friends. It's got "Thank you a lot." It says, "There's always something to be thankful for. Today it's you. Out of sight, but never out of mind." It's got some beautiful flowers. So I like that set. So to do our sentiment, bring in some Whisper White. And I've got the Berry Burst cardstock ink. And the sentiment that we are going to build actually comes in 2 stamps. So it's got "Just a small token" is one line, and then "Of my big appreciation" is a separate stamp. So I have to do this in stages. So we'll ink up the first one, "Just a small token." Stamp that. And then we'll do "Of my big appreciation." And hopefully we can get that lined up well without you seeing my head in the screen. "Of my big appreciation." Worked great. So now we'll take the Pretty Label Punch, and we'll line that up, center it. We're going to cut that out. And then, if you notice on each of the corners, I've got little flower stamped in a lighter shade. So we'll do that. Close up the Berry Burst, so I don't wind up putting my hand in it, which I've been known to do. So we're going to use Pink Pirouette for the little accent flowers. And that is this stamp from the set. Ink up each corner. Just some extra decoration. And one more. Get a hold of it. And then we can pop that onto our cigar band with some dimensionals. You can never have too many dimensionals, in my opinion. I can't remember the last project I did, whether it was a box or a bag or a card, that didn't have dimension on it somehow. So we'll just center that. Did I? No. I kind of put it down a little bit because I'm gonna attempt to tie a bow. So put that on the lower section. And now we will attempt to tie a bow. So this is the Berry Burst Metallic Edge ribbon. It's in the Spring Occasions catalog. So I'm just going to cut off probably more than I need, but I am bow challenged, so I'd rather have a little too much than not enough. So I'm going to try the old bunny ears technique, which is to make 2 bunny ears. Oops. See, like that, like you're tying your shoes. And you just tie them together. Sounds super easy. We'll see how it works. Just tighten. Adjust it. This is where I always get frustrated because it's adjusted and it gets too loose, and then you have to tighten and you just wind up going back and forth. Like this. There we go. That's not too bad. So I'm going to get a mini glue dot and my paper piercer, and just put a glue dot. Oh, is that the better side? Oh, definitely. Let's put a glue dot here. Put that on our box. And trim off the ends. Not bad. What do you think? Not too shabby a bow. So we've got a beautiful box that we know will hold 6 votive candles, but would hold a whole lot of other things too. So I will have all of the supplies used listed in the description area below, as well as on my blog, and all the measurements and where to cut and where to score for making the box will also be on my blog. So I hope you give this one a try. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment or a question in the description area or the comments section, either on YouTube or on my blog, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for visiting. Hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.